Hello everybody. You'll need your learner's book, your exercise book and your pencil case. Today we're going to look at pages 53 and 54 of your learner's book. Time. Let's look at some key words. Second, minute, hour, time, half past, quarter past, quarter to. Now look at this clock. On the clock, we can count time. We can count seconds, minutes, and hours. This hand here is the seconds hand. We can see the hand moving because a second is very short. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These are seconds. Starting here and going one whole turn around the clock takes 60 seconds. This is the minutes hand. In 1 minute, this hand moves from here to here. In one whole turn, there are 60 minutes. In 1 minute, there are 60 seconds. Each one of these lines shows 1 second or 1 minute, depending on which hand I'm looking at. If I look at the seconds hand, this is 1 second. If I'm looking at the minutes hand, it's 1 minute. Now, did you see? 1 minute has gone by now, and the hand moved from here to here. 60 seconds is 1 minute. The hours on the clock are shown by the short hand here. We count the hours by looking at these longer lines. This would be 12 o'clock. This is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. There are 12 hours on the face of a clock. 1 whole turn of the minutes hand is 1 hour. 1 hour is 60 minutes. When my minutes hand is on the 12, we have an exact hour. For example, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and so on. When my long hand, the minutes hand, is on the 1, this is 5 minutes past. When it's here, it is 10 minutes past. And here, a quarter past. This is a quarter because 15 minutes is 1/4 of an hour. There are 60 minutes in an hour, and 60 divided by 4 is 15. This is a quarter past, this is half past, and this is a quarter to. Let's read the Explore panel together. What clues tell you the time in this picture? What would you add to the picture to give more clues about the time of day or when in the year this is? There are a number of clues in the picture. These are just some examples. Firstly, the sun is low, so it's either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. Then it's quite dark, and the lights in the houses are off. There is no traffic in the streets, and there are no people in the streets either. My estimate is that it is very early in the morning, perhaps 6 o'clock in the morning. What do you think? Other clues that would help us to understand the time of day and the period of the year would be perhaps to see certain buildings. For example, the clock on a church tower. This would tell us the time of day. Then seeing people doing activities could help us too. This boy is going to school, so it tells me it's morning. This boy is eating a ice cream. This tells me it's probably summer. We could also understand the time of the year by looking at what people are wearing. This girl is wearing warm clothes, a hat, gloves, a scarf. This tells me it's cold. This boy is wearing a t-shirt and shorts. This tells me it's not cold. I can understand it's summer. We can also look at plants in the picture, and this can help us to understand too. Do you remember the seasons? Spring, summer, autumn, and winter? Looking at plants can also help us to understand the time of the year. Now, turn to the Learn panel. Give good estimates of how long these activities take. A good estimate means that it's a possible answer. Why might different people take different amounts of time to do these? So, maybe I eat my pizza faster than you do. Or maybe my pizza is bigger. Think of other reasons for the other activities. Finally, describe the same time in two different ways. For example, 1 hour or 60 minutes. Now, pause your video and do the activity in the Learn panel. When you're ready to check, carry on watching. Here are just some examples of possible answers to the questions in the Learn panel. So if yours are different, don't worry. The activities in the pictures are A. Sleeping, B. Eating, C. Going to school, and D. Brushing your teeth. These are my estimates of how long they take. Sleeping, I wrote 7 hours. Eating pizza, 15 minutes. Going to school, 90 minutes. Brushing teeth, 5 minutes. Now, why might your answers be different from mine? Well, for sleeping, some people sleep more, some less. Not everybody sleeps the same number of hours. Eating a pizza depends on how fast you eat and how big your pizza is. Going to school, well, I live far away from school, and so the distance is bigger, and so the time is bigger too. So the answers change here because of the difference in distance. Brushing teeth, I think, is more or less the same for everybody. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, it's very similar. I don't think there's anybody that brushes their teeth for an hour. Now let's take a look at these times and write them in different ways. 7 hours. 7 hours is 420 minutes because in 1 hour there is 60 minutes. So 7 times 60 equals 420. 15 minutes equals 900 seconds, because in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So 15 times 60 equals 900. 90 minutes equals 1.5 hours. There are 60 minutes in an hour, and 90 divided by 60 is 1 hour and a half. 5 minutes is equal to 300 seconds. In 1 minute there are 60 seconds. 5 times 60 equals 300. Now, let's read the practice panel and the exercises on page 54. Match these activities in this column on the left with a sensible estimate of how long they take. And here we have the estimates on the right-hand column. Sensible estimate means a possible answer and not an impossible answer. The activities are a maths lesson, eating an apple, a film, playtime, a song, going shopping, and running 100 meters. The estimates are 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 2 hours, 15 minutes, 3 minutes, 20 seconds. Now for each of these, there's probably more than one sensible estimate. So think about different possible answers for each activity. Exercise 2. You have to copy and complete these. A has been done for you. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So find the equivalent value in seconds and minutes of these minutes and hours. Question number 3. Use your answers to question 2 to help you to answer these. The first one has been done for you. A is an example of how to answer the question. How many seconds in 4 minutes? This is the answer. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute, so there will be 240 seconds in 4 minutes. 60 times 4 equals 240. Answer B, C, D, and E in the same way. Here are the other questions. B. How many minutes in 9 hours? C. How many hours in 300 minutes? D. Which is longer, 180 seconds or 5 minutes? E, which is longer, 240 minutes or 3 hours? Now pause the video. Copy and complete questions 1, 2 and 3 in the practice panel on page 54 of your learner's book. When you have completed them, watch the rest of the video to check your answers. Match these activities with a sensible estimate of how long they take. A maths lesson. Can a maths lesson last 1 hour? Yes, I think it can. Can a maths lesson last 90 minutes? I think it's possible. Can a maths lesson last 2 minutes and 30 seconds? No, that's not possible. Can a maths lesson last 2 hours? Yes, for older children, a maths lesson is easily 2 hours long. How about 15 minutes? No, it's too short. And so 3 minutes and 20 seconds are also too short. The next activity is eating an apple. Obviously, this depends on how fast you eat and how big your apple is, and maybe if you like the apple or not. Anyway, 1 hour for eating an apple is too long, so 90 minutes is too long as well. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is a short time, but if you like the apple and if it's necessary, it's a possible estimate. 2 hours is too long. 15 minutes is a good amount of time for eating an apple, especially if you're doing something else, like your homework or watching a film. 3 minutes is very fast too, but it's a sensible estimate. 20 seconds is not a sensible estimate. Eating an apple in 20 seconds is not a good idea. Our next activity is a film at the movie theater. So, 1 hour for a film at the movies is a little short. 90 minutes is the average, so usually films are 90 minutes. Remember, 90 minutes is 1 hour and 30 minutes. So it's a sensible estimate. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is not a sensible estimate. 2 hours is a sensible estimate too, if the film is longer. 15 minutes, 3 minutes, 20 seconds are not sensible estimates because they are too short. Playtime. our favorite part of the school day, right? Well, I don't think you've ever had playtime for an hour or 90 minutes, and I'm sure that 2 minutes and 30 seconds would make you very angry. So these are not sensible estimates. 2 hours is too long, and so that's not a sensible estimate. 15 minutes is possible, so it's a sensible estimate. 3 minutes and 20 seconds obviously are not sensible. Next we have a song. Songs that you sing along to on the radio, for example. 1 hour is not a sensible estimate. 90 minutes. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is possible. 2 hours is not possible. And 15 minutes is too long as well. 3 minutes is possible. 20 seconds is not possible, unless you're talking about a jingle and not a song. A lot of people like going shopping. So it depends on what you have to buy and how many things you need to buy, how far the shop is from your house, etc. But in our estimates here, I think there are only 3 possible sensible estimates, and they would be 1 hour, 90 minutes, or 2 hours, because 2 minutes and 30 seconds is too short, just like 15 minutes, 3 minutes, and 20 seconds. Last of all, we have running 100 meters. Just to give you the idea, running 100 meters is like walking 100 steps. So, how long do you think it would take you to make 100 steps? Well, I don't think it will take you 1 hour, not unless you walk very slowly. 90 minutes is too long. 2 minutes and 30 seconds is too long. 2 hours is too long. 15 minutes and 3 minutes are too long. Remember, we're speaking about running and not walking. So 20 seconds is the only sensible estimate for running 100 meters. So, exercise 2B. 2 minutes equals 120 seconds. Remember, 1 minute is 60 seconds. 2 minutes is 60 times 2. 10 minutes is 600 seconds because it's 60 times 10. Remember, in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. In 11 minutes there are 660. Here I've taken 600, which is 10 minutes, and I've added 1 minute. So I've done 600 plus 60 equals 660. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. 2 hours equals 60 times 2, or 60 plus 60, so that's 120 minutes. 10 hours is 600 minutes, 60 times 10, and 11 hours is 660 minutes. Like before, 600 plus 60, so 10 minutes plus an extra minute. How many minutes are there in 9 hours? This is my answer. There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, so there will be 540 minutes in 9 hours. 60 times 9 is 540. C. How many hours is 300 minutes? 1 hour is 60 minutes, so 300 minutes will be 300 divided by 60, which is 5 hours. 300 divided by 60 equals 5. Which is longer, 180 seconds or 5 minutes? Well, there are 60 seconds in 1 minute, so there will be 3 minutes in 180 seconds. 180 divided by 60 is 3. So 180 seconds is less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes is longer. Our last question, E. Which is longer, 240 minutes or 3 hours? There are 60 minutes in 1 hour, so there will be 180 minutes in 3 hours. 60 times 3 is 180. 180 is less than 240, so 240 minutes is longer than 3 hours. That's all for today. Bye bye.